Hello twin flames and welcome to the DM to the F reading for Sunday. So because the masculines are feeling a little bit spaced out today, they're having a little bit of time out for themselves, they're doing a lot of thinking and processing today. So they are a little bit silent today, it's like their mouth is on mute. I'm going to bring in the Divine Masculine, the Silence deck. So we're going to really tap in and see what they want you to know. So again, this reading is a little bit like a part 2 of the Divine Masculine Power Message, which is the part 1, because that kind of explains why he's silent and, why he's processing today and how he's feeling. So he is feeling spaced out. He's dealing with toxic things. That even came out today in the feminine reading. So it's very important that we just relax as a divine feminine today and breathe and allow things to flow. And they're giving me fear. So it feels like any fear that's creeping in because of the silence, this reading will help with that. Even if you're in communication and he's a little bit distant today or he's not really expressing things today, this reading will help. So what does he want to say to you? What's the main message? I feel it's that one. And then that one. And then we're going to do any clarifiers. So what else does he want to say to you? What else does he want to say? And remember, everyone's struggling with silence and learning how to master the silence when it comes in, which we all do in time, but also everyone's situation is unique and special. So, some of you are going to be dealing with masculines in karmic situations, some of you aren't. Some of you are going to be dealing with, issues around separation, some of you are in communication. So take the reading how it resonates with you, but the general energy is the same, that today they are thinking about what to do. And it's to do with anything toxic in their lives that they need to release. So the masculine is saying today, when I block you, and remember, blocking you is not just about causing a block on social media. We think about being blocked, we think about we can't access them anymore. But when they block the feminine, this can be in other ways too. So they might just block you out. That means they push you away, they don't want to talk, they ignore you, they aren't replying to your messages. They just seem to go distant and silent, and it's like they fall off the face of the earth. And that's why you feel the ghost in you, because you're thinking, why don't you want to deal with me today? But it's really because he's dealing with himself. So he's saying to you, when I block you, so remember, take that into the context where it fits in with your journey, because not all of you are going to be blocked on social media, but you may feel blocked today. You may feel like there's a block. And that's very much connected with the daily angel reading and the daily guidance we receive too. So when I block you, I block myself. And it's so important we understand that. There is a twin flame. We are one. So what we do to them, we're really doing to ourselves. And what they do to us, they're really doing to themselves. Me and George had such a deep conversation about this when we came into union, because he admitted that to me, and he said, I knew it when I did it, it was the wrong thing to do, but I had to find my own conclusion and find my own way out of that mess. And he's saying, when I block you, I block myself from the best thing that's ever happened to me. So he's saying to you, you are the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I feel foolish sometimes for pushing you away. I'm dealing with my fears. So he's dealing with his own fears about leaving behind his life that he's been in and building for years and years, or fear of doing something new, or fear of what you may think about his, flaws, or whatever it is. There's many, many crazy things the masculines worry about before union. Things you may not even be aware of that they worry about. And he's saying, I'm dealing with my fears today. I'm feeling spaced out. I'm in my head. Let me just sort myself out and I'll be back. So, he will unblock you. They always do. He will return. They always do. It's about faith. He's saying, you mean more to me than anyone ever has, and I'm learning what that means. So another reason they may block you out or ghost you or ignore you is because they're actually working out what to do. Okay? So they block you because they've never felt this way, and that can be very intense. And because they may be in a situation or have a circumstance they need to release or sort out before they can be with you fully. So he's saying to you, just because I block you or push you away or aren't around today doesn't mean that you don't matter to me. You do. You mean more to me than anyone. You mean more to me than anyone ever has. A lot of fear coming up there, and I'm learning what that means. So this is also a fear-based energy. Now, when I connected with that channeled burp then, you might think, what? When we belch or when we burp, it's out of the way our solar plexus very quickly releases fear. Some fear may have come up in you because wow, I feel okay then. It may have been the reassurance that you needed to hear that they will return and all is okay and it's not you, it's them. And some fear may have been released out of you. So always listen to what your body is doing and what your intuition is saying to you over your ego every day. The ego brings in fears, and that can also come from other people, other readings, chaotic things that put doubt in there. You have to focus on you and what you feel. And he's saying, I feel guilt over my situation. So he may be feeling a bit guilty today. Maybe you spent the night together last night, or he's been messaging you constantly, or he's been thinking about you, or, he's been having all these really powerful, sexy feelings. We've had to do a lot of 18 plus readings lately. So he could be feeling guilty because he's with a karmic partner, or he's still married, or, because of his children, or whatever it is. And he's saying, I feel guilt over my situation. I need to heal this. So again, it's nothing you're doing wrong. In fact, you're doing everything right because you're helping him to face these fears as his mirror. It's hard for me to be around you right now because of my responsibilities. So he may also have responsibilities today, and he may feel very guilty because he can't be around you, because he doesn't want to let you down. So this guilt isn't always because he feels guilty about his family or his situation. It could also be because of the way he's treating you, or the fact that he can't be with you today for whatever reason, especially if it's a special occasion like a birthday, or, something's happened and you need him there or you want him there. He's saying it's hard for me to be around you right now because I have responsibilities. And I feel this is the energy today. It's not like he's saying, I'm going to be away from you for the next 6 months. He's saying today, it's only today I'm dealing with it. And, they're giving me all of this feeling in the mouth because when I get this, it's like a feeling of excess saliva because they're craving you. So he's still craving you. He's still wanting you. He's still desiring you, even though he's not around you or allowing himself to be around you right now, because that's always there, that craving. And they give me that feeling he needs to breathe. He feels very overwhelmed today, like he can't breathe. So he needs this time to breathe. That's why the masculines need space sometimes, so they can breathe and get their energy back. I'm afraid that I won't be what you expect me to be. And that's a big fear they have. What if I can't live up to all these expectations that you have about me? What if I don't behave right and, you scold me? Or what if you don't want me, or, you tell me to go on my merry way? He's afraid of that too. He's afraid of leaving everything behind and then you not wanting him and him being alone. And that doesn't mean that he's staying in that karmic situation because of that. He's afraid of being alone, the way a child is afraid of being alone. And he's growing up, he's finding his way. Yeah, he's saying, I'm trying to find a way out of my situation. So another reason that they go cold or they block you or they're quiet is because they're processing their situation in relation to you and what they truly want, which is to be with you. So he said, I need to find a way out of this first that feels very toxic to me, and I may have responsibilities, and I need to let go of this first so that I handle my guilt better and heal that, so I'm then available for you in the right way. So he's trying to find his way out. And he's saying, I am learning who I am. So maybe that's the question you have. Is he waking up? Is he aware? Is he learning? Is he changing? Is he becoming who he came here to be? And the answer is yes. He said, I'm learning how to do that. I'm learning who I am. And I'm researching our connection. And this came up the other day where he's researching twin flames, or what this kind of connection is. He may not necessarily use the word twin flame. He just may put intense connection or soulmate or seeking answers or whatever it is. But he's also researching the connection by checking up on you. So he may be checking you out online on social media to see what's going on. So he said, I'm researching what you're doing to see if we still have a connection, or if you're with someone else, or if I need to chill. He said, I'm afraid of change and the impact it will have on my life. So another reason they may block you or ghost you is because they may feel very pressured to make these changes. Not by you all the time. Sometimes we do force or pressure or bring things up, and that can cause pressure. But most of the pressure is created within the masculine themselves. And he said, I'm afraid of all this change. I'm afraid. So he also can block or ghost you to process the changes he needs to make and to come up with a solution. I'm waiting until I feel better. Now, you could say, well, that's a cop-out, or, is it ever going to feel better for him? But, he's really struggling today. And I picked up on that straight away in the masculine power message, even before I pulled the cards. A feeling of, toxicity around him, which also came up in, the other readings throughout the day. And it's really powerful because the masculine power message, it's about how they move into power and what they do and what they're going through. And he said, I'm waiting until I feel better. So he's going to feel better tomorrow because there's going to be a fresh energy coming in, a new week. He's going to feel better when the water rabbit comes in because there's opportunities to push things forward. He may not be very well today. He may be hungover. He may be tired. He may be going through ascension. He may just not want to be around anybody. He may be moody and toxic to himself and depressed and in one. And he said, I don't want to be around you when I'm like this. I want to come to you when I feel better. And I want to be able to marry you, love you, and give you the world. So everything he's doing, even when he blocks you and ghosts you, it's because he wants to be able to give everything to you. So he has to process first. He has to decide. He has to choose. He has to work it all out. So he's saying, I want to be able to give to you, to give you the world, to marry you, to be there for you in the way you want me to be. But I have to do this my way. And it's so powerful because, again, they give me fear. Let go of any fear around when it will happen or how it will happen. Just trust it too. Because in the feminine reading today, we got the card coming out about the masculines finding their way. Let them come to you because they are guided by the angels. They have their guides around them. They're not alone. You might think you have to help your twin and give them solutions and show them the way, but they find that within themselves and from their guides. So trust, he is on his way. He's just having a little temporary pause before he takes action. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.